Welcome to Joe Stun Unboxing. I hope you've had a good bank holiday Monday. That's if you're in the UK, of course. I had a nice little time, went with someone to the cinema, saw a fantastic film, psychological horror called Weapons. Earmark it, 'cause it's a brilliant film. Very, very, very impressed with that movie. I do like a good psychological horror, and this is certainly one of them. And talking of massive weapons, none other than resident PED enthusiast and general fat fuck, Jarrell Large Infant Miller, has been whining. Why has he been whining? Because people have been saying unpleasant things about him. I wonder why. Well, there's an article on Boxing Scene. You might want to go and have a read of it. He's just whining because people are saying naughty things about him. Well, you are a serial junkie PED enthusiast, so what do you expect people to say? And this is regarding Don King's cease and desist letter, which has vetoed Miller's fight with Michael Hunter. Hunter is now... King won the purse bid for Hunter versus Pulev and wants to put that fight on. Hunter got offered more money over in Riyadh. What the fuck Miller's doing over in Riyadh, I do not know. He doesn't deserve to be over there, doesn't deserve to get any kind of payday, doesn't deserve to be in boxing as far as I'm concerned. But he had the opportunity, Hunter did, to fight Miller in Riyadh for more money, and that's been vetoed by Don King. If you sign with Don King, you must expect these things. And Miller's not happy. He said, we got the letter, which is the letter from King. On the 19th, I believe, it says that due to legal situations, they don't want to go forward with the fight. This is, that's the letter from Michael Hunter, not from King. King did a cease and desist order through his lawyer, slightly different thing. Basically, it's the Don King situation, says Miller. Now he's trying to say it's because of VADA. Listen, at this point, I might start doing what the white folks do and start suing people for defamation of character, because that's nowhere near the case. So there's some allusions to him, the voluntary anti-doping agency. Is he going to get tested and so on? And of course, we know his track record, Miller. And the implication, he's saying, well, they're almost accusing me of, taking PEDs. I mean, why would they do that, Jarrell? What do you think? Let's take a wild guess, shall we? You fucking idiot. Well, he then goes on to say, I'm in great talks with VADA chairman, Dr. Margaret Goodman. We're in good talks right now. I've been doing everything they've been asking me to do. So for him to go and say that he's trying to take away the story from what Don King is doing to him right now, then Michael Hunter he's talking about now. I've never turned down a fight. Look at his last four opponents, meaning Michael Hunter. He fought compared to my last four opponents. I fought 3 ex-champions. I took fights at 30-day notice against better guys than him. So for him to come out and say that, it's just blasphemy, says Large Infant Miller. They wasn't even paying me enough to fight Michael. I was doing that fight for the fans. Of course you were, Jarrell. Yeah, you're just such a full of bursting fruit flavour loveliness that you were doing it for us. I mean, nothing to do with money. No, of course, I perished the thought. Fucking hell. I was doing that fight to show Saudi boxing financier Turki Al-Sheikh that I'm loyal, because he gave me 2 fights before that, but unfortunately there's certain people in boxing that don't know boxing and the fight didn't happen. That's the real reason, because you want to lick Turki Al-Sheikh's ass. The excellent Turkey's bunged you a few quid before, which you didn't deserve, and now you want to get back in the shop window and for him to throw you more change from that bottomless wallet of his. Miller goes on to say, I have to make sure I do the proper protocol. Now, what's he talking about here? He says he talked to Dr. Goodman, Margaret Goodman, who is the VADA chair. He's also awaiting a therapeutic exemption for Adderall. Okay. Therapeutic use exemption for Adderall, which he insists is prescribed to treat attention deficit hyperactive disorder. So he's waiting for that exemption. And you are entitled to have exemptions for certain drugs if you have certain diagnosed conditions. And he says, I communicate with Dr. Goodman get to my doctor and see why I'm on this and what I'm doing, and that's all it is, a little bit of a delay. I make sure I do the proper protocol. He goes on to say, me dealing with her, meaning Dr. Goodman, and dealing with me, talking to my doctors, there's no problems there. A ton of fighters have done it before and are still going through the situation. It's a process that if I knew a few years ago, a lot of stuff would never happen. So he seems to be implying that a lot of the stuff he popped hot for was stuff he uses for certain conditions he has, such as ADHD. Okay. No, I'm not buying it. He was rattling as he walked. He had so many pills inside him, and a lot of the drugs that he popped hot for, of course, were intravenous. They can only be implied, well, not intravenously, but through the muscles, because it's muscle injections with a lot of PEDs, not vein injections. But basically, he said, he goes on to say that him and Michael Hunter have been friends for 15 years. So any falling out he's had with Michael, he's not very, not very happy with him at the moment. And also in the same article, again, it's a boxing scene article, so credit to them. He talks about Deontay Wilder, says he loves him, but he still wants to punch him in the face. He says he does not hate Anthony Joshua. I kind of dislike him. I don't hate him. He's in a position, so I'm going to knock his head off. I suppose it means he's still a name. It was a missed opportunity. I still want to knock his head off. People are trying to say that Big Baby is doing this and that. I'm an entertainer, bro. I want to sell fights. I want to have entertaining fights. I want to do fun things together. Okay. So I've made my opinion clear on this guy before, Jarrell Miller. That is that, in my opinion, he failed so many tests for so many different drugs. Clearly his physique, I mean, we compare, it's absolute chalk and cheese. He went from being this carved from granite Adonis to being this sort of melted chocolate sundae in the space of, several months. If you don't keep up your cycles, that's what happens. But for him to come out whining about people suggesting that, he might have to take a few VADA tests, I mean, do me a favour. God almighty. If you're going to tell a big lie, make it as big as you possibly can, because then it gets some sort of gravitas from people even mentioning it. And this is what this guy's trying to do. As for various exemptions for conditions, well, don't play innocent, don't play ignorant. You did what you did in the past. Own up to it. See, if he admitted it and said, yeah, I did this, I was stupid, I was a fool, maybe it would be different. But I think the horse is already bolted. I think he should have been banned from boxing a long time ago, and I think his entire career should be, to be honest with you, changed to a bunch of either no decisions or defeats. Certainly his last dozen fights or whatever, not up to the point where he was banned. I mean, his previous dozen fights, I would have taken titles off him and everything, strip him. Once you fail once, you're fine. It's bad, but failed twice on the trot. I mean, he had the AJ fight lined up. He fucked that up. Then he signed to Top Rank. He didn't even fight for them because he fucked up another test. I've said this before. I think he's probably a junkie. I think he probably does have an addiction problem. You can get addicted to PEDs just like you can get addicted to any other drink or any other substance. Some people are addicted to gambling. Some people are addicted to eating. Some people are addicted to sex. Some people are addicted to, I don't know, whatever you think. It's a mindset. It's a state of mind. It's got nothing to do with the substance you're using or the thing that you are doing. It's all about the mind. The substance merely gives you some sort of buzz, one way or another. Anyway, what do you think about this, Jarrell Miller? Do you have some sympathy for him? If you do, hey, ignore my contempt. Put it down below in the comments. That's fine with me. It's all about us, being respectful. If we got different opinions, no problem at all. And thank you very much for watching the video. If you did like it, please hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. Spread the word about Joe Stunner Boxing. Big love to all of you. I hope you had a nice day. I'll get you later. Bye for now.